Hello everyone, Namaskar. Hope you're all healthy and safe. My name is Mudita Bansal, and on behalf of TCS Ion Direct, I welcome you all to this webinar on the topic Career Guidance for Civil Services. So, Civil Services is one of the premier services of the Government of India. It is one of the prestigious and popular career choices also among many aspirants preferring to make a career in the government sector. What makes it a popular career choice is the fact that along with the monetary compensation, the job of a civil services officer offers several perks and privileges that no other job can offer. पर इन जॉब रोल्स को पाने के लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट क्या होता है? कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स को क्रैक करना। समझने के लिए कि ये कैसे करना है, we have invited a very special guest today, Mr. Virendra Ojha. Mr. Virendra Ojha is an IRS officer of 1993 batch, and he's posted as the Commissioner of Income Tax at Ahmedabad. Besides working for Government of India, he's also running a venture with the name of Marg Darshan to help underprivileged aspirants to crack civil services exams. With this initiative, he is taking regular lectures on YouTube channel with the name Online IAS Class by Virendra Ojha. His YouTube channel has around 800 video lectures as of now. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा स्टूडेंट्स की हेल्प करने के लिए वीरेंद्र सर ने इलाहाबाद विश्वविद्यालय परिवार नाम से एक फेसबुक पेज भी शुरू किया है, जहां पर वो स्टूडेंट्स को सिविल सर्विसेज और जुडिशियल सर्विसेज एग्जाम्स के लिए गाइड करते हैं और क्लासेस भी लेते हैं. A center in the name of Margdarshan is also operational in Allahabad, where library facility, learned faculty, important facilities like internet and AC are being provided to help the aspirants. बच्चे वहां बैठ के comfortably पढ़ सकते हैं और अपनी तैयारी पूरी एकाग्रता के साथ कर सकते हैं. Mr. Virendra Ojha is also a writer by passion. He has written a book, Kuch Shabd Mere, a collection of his poems in 2018. Also, his novel Allahabad Diary is soon to get published. What more, Mr. Virendra Ojha is also passionate about running for physical fitness. He has run a number of half marathons and full marathons in various cities of India and abroad. 2014-15 में he ran 12 hours continuously on Independence Day. 2017-18 में he ran 87 kilometers on the hilly course from Durban to Pietermaritzburg, winning a bronze medal. Wow, what a variety in your accomplishment, sir. It's a pleasure to have you here. तो सर शुरुआत से शुरू करते हैं. सिविल सर्विसेज में क्या करियर ऑप्शंस, क्या एवेन्यूज हैं और इन एग्जाम्स के लिए एजुकेशनल क्वालिफिकेशन क्या होनी चाहिए?
The educational qualification of this exam is the simple BA degree, BA, BSc, BCom, BTech, MBBS, the graduation degree. Age is the 21 years to 32 years, and the 6 attempts is being given to you. And the career option, if you see the IAS, the top post is the cabinet secretary. Besides that, all the department secretary, joint secretaries posts hold by them. The joint secretary is very important assignment in the government of India. Most of the decision-making parts routed through there. Suppose you are not getting IAS, you are going to IPS, then you are become the Director General, and Director General all paramilitary forces. If you are coming in the income tax, you are the Chairman Center of board taxes. You control the entire economic structure with respect to tax is concerned. Therefore, as far as career is concerned, you reach up to level of special secretary and secretary depending upon the age in which you are going to appear. If you are entering the service a bit early age, you have a more career option because the length of service is also important in this examination. As far as the career option is concerned, it is a very fantastic career option. You decide a lot of important things for the countries. If you are going to foreign service, you are a foreign diplomat. You are instrumental to make a good relationship with India and the foreign nations.
सिविल सर्विसेज क्लियर करने के बाद करियर ग्रोथ कैसा रहता है, इसके बारे में थोड़ी बात करेंगे.
As soon as you clear your examination, you are selected, you are sent to the academy for the foundation course and professional course. That is roughly 20 months of the time. After that, you start your career as a classroom officer. Generally, I start the career as a SDM. IPS start career as the ASP, and IRS start career as Assistant Commissioner Income Tax. Your scale is quite good. The initial salary you get around 65 to 70,000 rupees, and your maximum scale is 80,000 basic, which around 2.5 lakh 3 lakh rupees per month. Besides, you will get a lot of perks. You have the vehicle, you have the house, you have the medical facility. If you see the security wise, it is a good option to pursue for it. And career is very good for initial days. As you start your career, you start a very commanding and good position, and a lot of person is working under you. When you go as a 24, 25 year boy or girl in the office, you find a lot 40s, 50s men are working under you. It gives the pleasure to you, it's good incentive to you, and you give a lot of opportunity to work for people. अगर किसी की interest social responsibility में है, तो शायद ये एक बहुत अच्छा option है to choose for it.
सर, कुछ बच्चे ये सवाल पूछ रहे हैं कि मैं मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर हूँ या मैं ऑलरेडी जॉब कर रहा हूँ मैनेजमेंट में, आईटी सेक्टर में, मैंने एमबीए किया हुआ है, तो मैं अब प्रिपरेशन शुरू कर सकता हूँ कि नहीं?
Yes.
उनके लिए आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
Right now, the civil services is being dominated by engineers. If you see the total strength, more than 60% are engineers. And the very interesting part is that most of engineers, they take subject not the mechanical and civil engineering. They take the geography, anthropology, history, Hindi literature, तमिल लिटरेचर. तो अगर आप इंजीनियर हैं, कहीं काम कर रहे हैं, जरूर कर सकते हैं, लेकिन आप कोई अगर काम करें, वो जॉब छोड़ना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज फॉर द सिविल सर्विसेज यू वर्क वेरी हार्ड, यू नीड टू स्टडी 10-12 आवर्स अ डे. उससे कम पे नहीं हो पाएगा ये. तो अगर आप कहीं काम कर रहे हैं, तो अगर आप काम 10 से 5 का कर रहे हैं, तो इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू मैनेज दिस एग्जाम, बिकॉज सिलेबस इज क्वाइट बिग, क्वाइट ह्यूज, बहुत डिमांडिंग है, बहुत एनालिसिस चाहिए होती है, तो आपको टाइम इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा.
Suman from Deoghar and Prajakta Khatke Patil, I hope you got your answers. प्राजक्ता का एक और सवाल है सर, करियर ए सिविल सर्विसेज एंड करियर बी आईटी सेक्टर, अगर बैलेंस रखना हो दोनों में शुरुआत के समय, तो क्या करना है?
If she's asking which career I should choose, so I'll say it is very difficult to answer because the career is a passion. But right now, majority people are choosing the civil services. After COVID, it has become more important. या कोविड टाइम में कई लोगों ने प्राइवेट जॉब यूज की है, उसका लोगों का सिविल सर्विस इंटरेस्ट और आ रहा है. अब आईटी सेक्टर और सिविल सर्विसेज का मैच कैसे होगा? आपको एक ही जॉब चूज कर, दो जॉब कैसे चूज करोगे आप? यू हैव टू वर्क ओनली वन जॉब.
Our next question, sir, I think this may make things more clear for a few students. If you could tell us about 3 skills that should be mastered by the candidate to get success while preparing for Indian civil services.
Very high level commitment, a very good analytical power, and efficient expression. These 3 things you need.
I think students, if you have any of these, in fact all of these, then only start preparing your for civil services and think of leaving your jobs. Otherwise, I think you got your answer that you should not get into it.
There are more than 10 lakhs candidates appear in the civil services. 8% finally get the job. So the UPSC works on the theory of rejection rather than selection. They want majority candidate to reject because it's a problem with them. They can take only 800. So they should understand the competition is quite tough, and out of 10 lakhs, approximately 50-60,000 are very strong competitor. God also should be with you. Some luck factor also should be.
So, सर, आपके एक्सपीरियंस से हमें बताएं कि मेजर चैलेंजेस क्या आते हैं इन क्रैकिंग यूपीएससी, स्टेट पीएससी, उनको कैसे ओवरकम कर सकते हैं, और स्टूडेंट्स कॉमनली क्या मिस्टेक्स कर बैठते हैं व्हाइल प्रिपेयरिंग और व्हाइल अपीयरिंग इन इंटरव्यूज, व्हाइल गिविंग द टेस्ट?
फर्स्ट चैलेंज क्या है कि एग्जामिनेशन का सिस्टम समझ नहीं आता है. व्हाट यू प्रिपेयर इन द योर यूनिवर्सिटी एंड व्हाट इज सिविल सर्विस इंटायरली टू डिफरेंट डोमेन. आपने हिस्ट्री अगर पढ़ा भी है, आपने पॉलिटिकल साइंस पढ़ा भी है, वो सिविल सर्विस बहुत छोटा सा यूज होता है. सेकंड, आई माई हैव द स्टैंडर्ड लाइन. Civil services examination is current affairs oriented. You need to look into the newspaper in detail. It does not mean you go to the news. You go the philosophy behind the news. For example, मान लीजिए फार्म बिल आया है, किसान बिल आया है, तो किसान बिल आपने काम कर रहे हैं, किसान बिल किस संविधान के प्रावधान से है, किसान बिल कैसे इकोनॉमी का इफेक्ट कर रहा है, कैसे किसान बिल एग्रीकल्चर को इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है. These things you need to know. You try to master the philosophy of the news. जैसे अफगानिस्तान का इशू है, तो अफगानिस्तान में यूएस फोर्सेस चले गए, इट्स वेरी स्मॉल इशू, इस एग्जाम में नहीं आएगा। उसका इम्पैक्ट क्या हुआ, भारत पाकिस्तान पे इम्पैक्ट क्या होगा, अफगानिस्तान के अंदर इम्पैक्ट क्या होगा। If you are able to control the current affairs, like I am saying, half better you have won. The philosophical part of the current affairs, if I use the exact word, the philosophical part of the current affair.
सर इस बारे में थोड़ा और बताएं कि क्या मिस्टेक्स कर बैठते हैं बच्चे इंटरव्यूज में या एग्जाम लिखते समय?
सबसे बड़ी मिस्टेक होती है क्वेश्चन को न समझना। The UPSC questions are such a way tricky, आपने जो पूछा गया वो आपने आंसर नहीं दिया तो मार्क्स नहीं मिल सकते हैं। To understand the question is very big challenge। वो ऐसा क्वेश्चन के बीच में ऐसा कोई वर्ड डाल देते हैं, आप मिस कर जाते हो। फिर क्या होता है, जो ऑप्शन देते हैं ABCD, आई एम टॉकिंग द प्रीलिम्स, अगर ऑप्शन ABCD दिया, दो ऑप्शन इतना क्लोज कर देते हैं, आप उसको फर्क नहीं कर पाते। The reason being, you are not tuned yourself for the analytical study. My emphasis for our aspirant, work hard for your analysis power. The moment you are able to develop it, your battle is very much easy. Most of the candidate fails in this. जो एक अपनी यूनिवर्सिटी का पैटर्न है कि 5 सवाल इस साल आया है, 5 सवाल अगले साल आएगा, जो पिछले साल आया इस साल नहीं आएगा, तो यूनिवर्सिटी के एग्जाम प्रिडिक्टेबल होते हैं, उसके क्वेश्चन प्रिडिक्टेबल होते हैं। अगर यूनिवर्सिटी को आदमी टॉप करता है, आप यही कह सकते हो इन सेट ऑफ कुछ क्वेश्चन की मास्टरी है, बट फॉर सिविल सर्विसेज द स्काई इज लिमिट। क्या पूछेंगे आपको पता नहीं चलता है। जिस दिन प्री का एग्जाम होता है, गूगल को आप उसमें यूज करिए, एक सवाल का आंसर नहीं आएगा। व्हाट डज इट मीन कि यूपीएससी शायद कोशिश भी करती है कि ऐसे इनोवेटिव सवाल बनाया जाए, कंट्रोल लोग न कर पाए। तो जो अगर आप एक चीज बोलें जो व्यक्ति को बहुत ही ज्यादा कोशिश करनी चाहिए, work on the analysis power.
Sir, can you also speak a bit in English? We have a few students who are asking to speak in English. This answer specifically.
The one thing which I want to emphasize in all my talks, every I go, to work on the analysis power. If you are able to master on that art, your journey is very smooth. If you are unable to inculcate that art, you cannot crack the examination system. This examination is full of analysis power, either prelims or mains or interview. Therefore, for all aspirants, I'm appealing to try to start inculcating it. How you can develop the analysis power? More you read, more you think. You devote a time of your day only for thinking. 30 minutes for just you think. Right? What is a writer? Writer is a person who thinks, not the person who writes. Same way I explain to my aspirants, you start thinking more and more. You start seeing more and more things.
Thank you, sir. So, one very interesting question. Akshat Desai is asking, can we start preparation for UPSC right from class 9?
It's too early. No need to start. One person came to me for the UPSC preparation. Boy was 7-year-old. I have a lot of good experience in this aspect. There's no need for class, but you should be sincere to your study, because the UPSC has a lot syllabus of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th, 11th, 12th. So you can start mastering geography, history, civics. You start controlling those portions. It will help you a lot. If you want to answer this way, can I think for the civil service at the class 9? Yeah, you can think it. But you prepare for civil service later on. You try to control those parts which are your syllabus, keep in mind कि भाई कभी वो काम आएगा. So you can start that way. But for the hardcore civil services, no need to start in the class 9th.
कब start करना चाहिए sir? When should one start?
When you enter in university, as you pass class 12, you entering engineering college or university or medical, you start immediately that.
Another question I will take from the audience. Utshab Kar is asking how to retain such a huge amount of information. In fact, maybe if you could tell, many students are also asking how to prepare, the process that should be followed for preparation. If you could just touch upon that, sir.
I have very interesting answer to this. A person take births in one pregnancy, the 9 months. For UPSC, you need the two pregnancies, 18 months. To prepare yourself for the civil service, you need 18 months time. After 18 months time, you are eligible to appear. It does not. You are eligible to appear in the examination. Then you have something substance. Before it's not possible. How to prepare? First, start with NCRTs, old NCRTs from class 6 to 12th. It is available in the major approximately 3,500 rupees. You order that 38 books set. You start from that, but that will not be sufficient. That is just starting part. Then you develop more yourself. So first, I will recommend all the aspirants who are starting civil services, you devote 1 hour time in the newspaper and read these NCRTs. Then you go on the further higher books for which we can talk later.
सिर्फ सेल्फ स्टडी से काम हो सकता है सर?
It's mainly
या कोई क्लासेस ज्वाइन करनी चाहिए?
It's mainly a self-study, but guidance needed because it is very difficult to understand the new system of the civil services. Guidance required. Guidance help you. But I am against these commercial coachings. Yes, I oppose these commercial coachings. They are nothing but a mushroom breeding grounds. Majority of coaching doesn't teach anything. If you go the Rajendra Nagar, Mukherjee Nagar, most of the coaching has gone. We teach NCRT. You can't become IAS by NCRT. So if you ask me, I will advise you, most of the coachings are useless. But you need guidance, you need mentor. I have started a mentorship program. So I'm just collecting more and more officers who can start mentoring. So I got the 6 officers. 4 officers are mentoring the 4 boys girl. In the years to come, I want to create 100, 205 mentors. Mentoring helps a lot. You can talk to them. You can emotionally support them. This exam gives so many blows in your life. In the 2-3 years of the preparation, 4 years, what time you take. So times are too low. At that time, mentors help you. If you are able to get mentor, it's very good. He will guide you. You can share with him your thought, your preparation, your ideas. Your mentor is 15, 20 years older to you. He may understand things in a different perspective. Application of more than one mind is always beneficial in every walk of the life. It is no exception.
Thank you, sir. Very clear idea you've given to the students. तो अभी अगर कोई स्टूडेंट लगातार एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपेयर कर रहा है और अपीयर भी हो रहा है, सपोज बहुत बार हो लिया, 6 बार हो लिया, बट क्रैक नहीं कर पा रहा है, तो ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए क्या और करियर ऑप्शंस हैं जिनमें वो अपनी ये नॉलेज का बेस्ट यूज कर सकता है, अल्टरनेट करियर ऑप्शंस ले सकता है? आई जस्ट गिव दिस क्वेश्चन इन इंग्लिश आल्सो फॉर द ऑडियंस टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो आई एम ट्राइंग टू आस्क सर दैट अ पर्सन हु हैज been preparing for the civil services exam for a long time, he's given all the attempts possible, but he's not able to crack the exam. What are the alternate career options where he can utilize his knowledge that he has gained over all these years? What are the alternate career options that you can suggest?
I say you have the plan A and plan B. Plan B is the state services. You give the UPSC with the respective states. If you are in the South India, you apply the Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. For North India boys girl, I say you apply UP, MP, Bihar, Rajasthan, so that you have some more seats for yourself. Generally, I found a serious candidate if failing in the UPSC able to get job in the state services, because the state services course and syllabus is more or less like UPSC. So it is one of the advice I usually give my aspirants. You try to concentrate these 2 state of examination. If you work hard, you will get the job. And it's by experience, more or less, the serious aspirants get the job. The problem in the civil service, we don't get the serious aspirants. We have registered almost 5,000 students in Allahabad Vishwavidyalaya Parivar page. Hardly 20 I found them serious aspirants. I do not know why people don't want to study. Serious aspirants, if you are serious aspirants, I'm sure that you will get the job.
Thank you, sir. Okay. So another related question related to alternate careers or progressive career options, you can say. How does civil services in other countries work? Is it possible that you have prepared for this country's, I mean India's civil services exam, and you can utilize that knowledge for jobs in other countries?
Other countries doesn't allow to appear to civil. If allow, Indian boys will crack very easily. It is being said Indian civil service is toughest in the world. It is arguable answer, but it means it. But as far as the citizenship is concerned, is bar you cannot apply the outside India. Every country has the civil services. Without civil services, you cannot run the nation. You need something, some structure. If you see the American president when he enter his office, he always choose a lot of civil services. You see our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, when he enters office, he has chooses the civil servants. So you have the civil services structure in everywhere in every country. But if Indian boys and girls want to apply foreign country, they can't apply. It's reserved for this only their own citizens. Same applies to India also.
Thank you. So someone is asking what subjects are the best to take in 11th and 12th class if you want to appear for civil services exams.
Ideal condition, you do up to 12th science. I have implemented this in myself also. Ideal condition, you do science till 12th, if you able to do. If not, there's not an issue. And then you think about other option, because if you have the science in 11th, 12th, 2-3 advantage you have. One, the science portion of civil services you can able to control. There's one paper CSAT, which is qualifying in the prelims examination, which has a good amount of maths. You are comfortable in that. So ideally, if you are able to have a science in the 11th, 12th, it's very good. After that, you can choose any subject as you wish. If you are not able to handle, it's not a problem. But if we ideally what we want to, if anybody comes to me, he is able to do the science also 11th, 12th, arts also, and go for the science.
So there's one listener here, Savita Gupta. She has a question to ask, but I'll just tweak that question for more relevance. What out of the newspaper should be chosen to read?
Yes.
What are the various sectors in the newspaper that one should concentrate on to gain knowledge?
Very good question. Editorial column. Once you see your syllabus, first you start looking at your syllabus and question papers. Earlier as question paper and syllabus. It will help you a lot. What you need to see in the newspaper? One editorial column. You don't need every editorial column. Don't read the political news. There's no news at all. Don't read the local news. You try to confine on the economics part, international relation, polity, not the politics. Constitution, how the government works, sports, environment, geography. Suppose there is a cyclone coming in the India, Tatkare. You follow those news. You chase the news. Suppose the US forces is withdrawn from Afghanistan. You chase this news. What developments are going on? I'm telling you, more than 60% is the current affairs. But you are not able to catch it. The reason being you have not seen the current affairs the way I am trying to explain you. I'm again repeating philosophy of the current affairs. You see suppose there is this cyclone in India. This time cyclone was from Arabian Sea, not from Bay of Bengal. Why cyclone from Arabian Sea? Why not Bay of Bengal? Why more cyclone is Bay of Bengal earlier? Why cyclone diminishes when touch the sea coast? These are questions need to be generated in your mind.
Basically curiosity होनी चाहिए, inquisitiveness होनी चाहिए.
Yes.
कुछ बच्चे पूछ रहे हैं कि मैं करंट अफेयर्स कैसे याद करूं, इतना सारा है, बट एक्चुअली याद नहीं करना है, समझना है सारा, अपनी नॉलेज अप्लाई करनी है.
I'm going to go in one more example. Right now, there's a lot talk on the climate change. There's talk on the polluters pay. The person who has spoiled the environment need to pay. If you see the directive principle, state policy and fundamental duties in our constitution, it was imparted in 1976. What word is saying today? We are seeing 1976. So write this in the paper. If we are pioneer for the climate change, we are pioneer to care the climate. These are the good answers. As soon as you see the climate change issue is on the paper, you see you open your constitution part, you will find it. Just you have a curious boy and girl has a good future in this examination. होता है सवाल who, why, whom. ऐसा ना हम लोग बचपन पढ़ते थे यार सवाल में प्रश्न करो whom, who, why. तो whom, who, why आपके दिमाग में हमेशा घूमना चाहिए. Always you attack on that. The boys and girls who are with me, I am trying to train every day in this aspect only. I take one session of Saturday only of this. in my classes, the Saturday class of the around 90 minutes only on the current affairs. Only I discuss this issue. इस पूरे हफ्ते में क्या हुआ? What happened this week? How you approach towards the civil service examination via the newspaper.
Thank you, sir. So, very, very interesting and so many questions coming up. So I really can't leave the audience, without answering those. Yashi Sharma is asking how to choose the mains subjects. Any criteria that should be followed?
First, you see your interest. Second, the syllabus. For example, history, very big syllabus. Unless until you have a good interest in history, don't choose it. Language, very good option. If you have interest in language, any language, Hindi, Tamil, Bangla, Bodo, Marathi, any language. Because the language has a very good syllabus and it is your mother tongue. Generally, people use the language which is mother tongue. So first, I will say you see your interest. Second, try to avoid the lengthy subjects. Third, try to see language you can choose or not. If you can choose, you can choose it. Fourth, your subject. Suppose you have done the law, you have done engineering, you see you are comfortable or not. Sometimes you are not. Suppose I have done the BSc in law, but I choose history and Hindi. The reason being I found more comfortable here. So for subject, there is no hard and fast rule, but 4 rule I always say. You see the syllabus, you see the interest, you see the past year questions, how they're coming. And language I also always recommend. You see if you are a literary interest, but you see, you have interest. If you have, you can choose it. Any language. Right now, Bodo language. If you see Bodo language, I have seen the result in the Bodo language. The 2 people taken, both selected. So be a bit innovative. And as far as for the popular subjects are concerned, anthropology, geography, sociology, psychology, these 4 subjects a lot of people are taking nowadays.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Adarsh Singh is asking if you could throw some light on how to keep the mind sane during these 18 months of preparation.
It's a very tough task. You inculcate yoga also. I tell my aspirant, do yoga also. Do meditation also. And try to believe in yourself. It is a very depressing moment. Very depressing. Because the time is running. You are running short of time. One result came, you failed in that result. But you want to work on it. You need to work hard, have a faith in yourself. It is very difficult to contain yourself. It is a challenge, I understand, because right now chances are less. After reservation, the 50% seats are for the general candidates, 50% for the progressive candidates. It also bothers them. If you ask me how to contain our mental status or mental strength, I say, think less on the result. Think more on the syllabus, less on the result. एक जो गीता का सिद्धांत है ना कि कर्मण्येव अधिकारस्ते, you leave destiny. क्या देखो डेस्टिनी में जो होगा वो मिलेगा. You cannot change it. Just work hard. एक जो नियति है आपकी, उस पे आप विश्वास रखो, जरूर होगा.
Thank you, sir. Very good thought. पर अब जाने से पहले बात करते हैं आपके वेंचर मार्गदर्शन के बारे में. आप फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट स्टूडेंट्स को इन एग्जाम्स के लिए प्रिपेयर करवा रहे हैं. अभी तक की क्या अचीवमेंट्स रही और आगे के क्या प्लान्स हैं, थोड़ा बताएं सब.
We started this in 2019. First year 2019 I have done the offline course, but in July August 2019 I thought I want to reach more people. Then I started the online course. Right now my achievement is that my 2 candidates are giving interview in this year. I'm hoping a good result for them. They are good candidates and they are preparing hard. I have a lot hopes in 2021 exam. My further aim is to expand Margdarshan in various cities. Right now we have earmarked the Delhi, Bhopal, Banaras, Lucknow, Jaipur, Patna. Very soon we are reaching there. Right now there is no need to come to city. Wherever you are, you can join the course. My portal is open. Online IS Classes by Virendra Ojha is a YouTube channel. Anybody can subscribe it. More than 800 lectures are there. Your syllabus is more or less complete. I'm taking classes every day at 6 p.m. You can join my class. And I am against to any commercial coachings, only because most of the coachings don't provide the quality material. If anybody has joined any commercial coaching, I'm inviting him or her to see my lecture and compare what they are providing, what we are providing. We are very conscious about the quality. We don't allow a single teacher unless until he provides the quality education. Margarshan is my dream. My boys and girls have the top 10 position in the UPSC. I have a lot of dreams, a lot of things. I'm thinking to capture most of the cities. And in my Facebook page, I wanted to have more people. We want to work for the free of cost education with quality. My motto is the quality education, not free of cost is the supplementary thing. Main thing, we want to provide the quality education.
Thank you, sir. थोड़े और क्वेश्चंस ले लेते हैं. सुमन कुमार पूछ रहे हैं which books to prepare from other than NCERT?
या आप पॉलिटी में पढ़ें लक्ष्मीकांत, हिस्ट्री में बिपिन चंद्रा की किताब है इंडियन स्ट्रगल फॉर फ्रीडम, वो पढ़ें आप. एंशिएंट इंडिया में कल्चर में पढ़ें आप एल बाशम को पढ़ें आप. साइंस के लिए जो साइंस की किताब आती है एनसीईआरटी की, आपको 10th के बियॉन्ड पढ़ने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. एक इंडिया मैगजीन आती है, उसको आप देखें. इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन के लिए आप वर्ड फोकस को पढ़ें. एक मैगजीन आती है डाउन टू अर्थ, इज वेरी गुड फॉर द एनवायरनमेंट. योजना एंड कुरुक्षेत्र. न्यूज़पेपर इंडियन एक्सप्रेस एंड द हिंदू, बोथ आर वेरी गुड न्यूज़पेपर. इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू से, समटाइम्स आई लाइक मोर द एक्सप्रेस एंड हिंदू. And you devote at least 1 hour every day for the newspaper. These are the very good books to begin with.
So another question from Kale Harika. Is there a way to keep your mind sane reading some books, some other books? I mean, not syllabus books, but any other books.
Channel name is Online IS Classes by Virendra Ojha. You just Google my name on the net, you will get everything. Yeah, first question asking how to have calm mind.
Yes, what books are recommended for having a calm mind? Other than the syllabus books, can you suggest any other books?
Yeah, other books. You can know it is very that you are entering in a very different subject. I don't recommend my aspirants to read more books because you have a lot of books to read for study also. Otherwise, you can do Paul Catalano, you can do Robin Sharma, but I don't think it's required. Just you do.
उसकी जगह sports कर लें.
हाँ, running बहुत अच्छा है. You do a bit about running. You do the yoga. I will not recommend कि आप उन किताबों को पढ़ें. You read the books which are spiritual books is not required. When you are got the selection, you do these things. While doing the job, it is very difficult to do the UPSC because UPSC is a full-time job. I'm sharing information with you. 3 boys of IIT Delhi came to Allahabad to meet me. They have discussed the same subject. They again gone to discuss. They resigned from the job and came to Allahabad and they are preparing it. So with a job, it is not easy to do. Impossible to kuch bhi nahi, nothing is impossible in this world, but with job you have a lot constraint. Suppose you are working from 10 to 5, how you can read it?
Okay, sir, another question, I think the last question I can take is how to prepare for aptitude and reasoning.
Aptitude reasoning is not a very tough task, just you have to qualify. Nothing is important more than, and it is not going to add in your examination number. Just to prepare a bit maths up to the 10th level, and reasoning is very simple. That is not a challenge, I think, for this examination.
Thank you so much. So I think we've come to an end of this session, a very, very insightful session, I would say. And a very, very big thank you to Mr. Virendra Ojha for sharing his opinion, his knowledge and key insights today. We appreciate you, sir, for making time in your busy schedule to speak to our participants and giving them all this knowledge. And we hope that Margdarshan takes our Indian students in civil services exams very far off and at very high positions. Very good luck to Margdarshan also, sir. Thank you so much.